CBS does its best to cover up Kamala's flub of the foreign policy answer. Other recent Kamala errors are tougher to hide, namely this one that she just fell into on ABC News, or on ABC, the network. She was speaking with those lovely ladies over at The View, and she was asked to explain how her presidency would differ from the presidency of Joe Biden.
If anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Okay, there is not a thing that comes to mind. I would have done nothing differently than Joe Biden did. I've been a big part of all the decisions made over the last 3.5 years. This is a 180-degree campaign flip from Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, who 1 month ago, less than 1 month ago, at the debate with Donald Trump, sought to distance herself from Biden, said the Biden presidency is not the Kamala Harris presidency. I am not Joe Biden.
Clearly, I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump. And what I do offer is a new generation of leadership for our country.
Okay, well, hold on. What happened to that new generation of leadership for our country? 1 month ago, you said, hey, don't you try to pin the failures of the Biden administration on me. I ain't Joe Biden. My policy vision isn't the vision of Joe Biden. No, sir. I am promising you a new generation of leadership, new ideas, new policies, new direction. Tim Walz on the campaign trail after Kamala picked him says, we can't take 4 more years of this. So they were running as challenger candidates until yesterday. And it was implausible, obviously, because Kamala Harris is currently the vice president of the United States. But this was an intentional shift. Kamala Harris, 180-degree turn, now saying, I am Joe Biden. A month ago, I'm not Joe Biden. Now I am Joe Biden. Joe Biden and I are one and the same. I would have done nothing different over the past 3.5 years. In fact, I was intimately involved in this presidency. I was practically the president the last 3.5 years. Huge shift. Why is she shifting? Because Kamala Harris realizes something that Joe Biden said for many months, that I agree with Joe Biden on, and that I said for many months, which is that Joe Biden was a much better candidate than Kamala Harris. Even with the dementia, even with the weird gait, even with all of the failures of his presidency, Joe Biden is a better candidate than Kamala Harris. Joe Biden, say what you will about the guy, he remained toward or at the top of American politics for over half a century. Kamala Harris barely squeaked by in some elections in California. Kamala Harris never won a single vote in a presidential primary while she was running. Voters like Biden more than they like Harris. And guess what? The more they see of Kamala Harris, the truer that is. People don't like this woman. And it's not just that they don't like her because she has an ugly personality or something like that. They don't like her because they're not impressed by her. They don't prefer her policies to Biden's policies. They don't prefer her demeanor to Biden's demeanor. They don't prefer her political inclinations to Biden's political inclinations. Biden is just a better candidate. So now, this late in the game, Kamala's poll numbers are not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. And so the campaign is having a reset. This is all part of a big reset to say, hey, that stuff about new direction and maybe we were a little quick to replace Joe Biden. Yikes. Maybe we should just be running as Joe Biden's third term. That was a great clip. Now hold up, ring the bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.